Carolina. I don't know any Panthers fans.
Well, like I said earlier, I am a Cowboys fan, but I live in the Carolinas, so I'm
Yeah.
definitely hopping on this. I don't even know if you can call 9-8 a bandwagon, but this three-way tie for first in the division bandwagon.
Right. Yeah, they don't look too. I don't know. Carolina Joe did beat the Rams those
I was
earlier
I
this
was,
season.
was gonna say Carolina. Partly because I watch every game, but also because I live in the state. I have seen just about every single one of their games, and
Hmm.
the only ones that I remember being like, "Oh my gosh, that's horrific," is like the the Patriots game. They got
Hmm.
absolutely demolished. It was like 40
Yep.
to nothing or something like that. Like it
Yeah.
it was bad. Um and then I think there's one other one where it was like just kind of embarrassing. Maybe it's like the
Mm.
Saints or something like that. But every other team, there's like you can see there's something there. And honestly, it's their defense. Carolina had one of the worst defenses
Oh
last
yeah.
year. And then this year they're kind of middle of the pack. And then of
Mm.
course their running game with Rico Dowell, shout out to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And which actually I think that was fine for the Cowboys with Williams. They kind of
Mm.
lucked out a lot with that. Um,
Right.
but with that run game, and then Bryce Young is my favorite quarterback because every time I see him play, I'm like, you don't look like a man who should be in the NFL. Like
Right.
as a quarterback, you look more like you're built for a punter or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't. I couldn't like be. I don't know. Just something about him and Kyler Murray. They kind of like are in the same boat for me. Like
They're
they're.
just small, is what it
Yeah.
is. I mean,
It's like.
when I see them, like you're just tiny.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. We'll see how they do. But I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of I don't know, a lot of stuff that's going on. We'll see what happens though. I mean, either the Panthers are really good or they're gonna be really bad. There's no in between for them. It's
Yeah, I just quickly looked up smallest quarterbacks, and sure enough, Bryce Young, 5'10", so my height,
Mm,
and he is listed as the lightest quarterback. So he's just a tiny dude.
yeah.
But I mean, well, he's had some injuries, but not like he's not like Brock Purdy, who Purdy seems like
Oh
he's
yeah.
made of paper mache sometimes. Dude gets injured
Hmm.
so often.
Yeah, it's we last time we played the 49ers in the playoffs, we knocked out him and we knocked out their backup and then we their back or their emergency quarterback at that point was CMC.
That's right. I remember that.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
So,
that wasn't last year. That was
that
two
was
years
2
ago,
years
right?
ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2020. God, 4. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time that we played, well, last time we made the Super Bowl, we played the 49ers and the Rams.
Well, it could be a very similar,
Hmm.
very similar road. Well, except they'd have to go through three teams this time
Yeah.
because they don't
Yep.
have the first seed.
Yeah, we the last when we lost to the Chiefs, we ended up playing the Giants, Rams, and Packers, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well,
hmm.
similar, and
It's always the same
the f-
teams we play.
it seems well, yeah. The last half decade have kind of been dominant by the same
Hmm.
8 different teams, just kind of switching out. The honestly, the only wild card has been the NFC South, I guess,
Yeah.
and then well, actually, I think in the NFC because it's going to be well, the NFC North has had 3 teams in it every year,
Yeah.
but not this year, I guess. So
No,
I don't know.
missed it. The Lions could have got in, but they
Yeah,
screwed
I
up.
know. They choked. They choked
Hmm.
hard. Is what
Definitely.
happened. That was a bad game. What was 5 turnovers or something like that?
Yeah, they were. Ugh, they were real bad.
It
Ooh.
Yeah, it was not good. But I don't know. What's your confidence level right now looking at your team and the NFC? Because certified Eagles hater, but putting that aside even, when I look at the hottest teams right now, And I'm disregarding the last game because I know they sat their starters and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But looking at like the Bills game, which yes they won, but it's like the first time in a long time that a quarterback ended with negative passing yards and a half, and it seems like that's been the trend all season.
Right.
Where are you confident that the Eagles could actually put together 4 straight games in a row of like playoff quality games? Because I don't know if I've seen them put together 4 quality games in a row this season. It just seems like there's a weird,
Yeah.
and it's all the offense, really. It's just the offense. It's just weird.
I mean, yeah, it's been really, really weird. I don't know if the offense can get going, but I'm gonna say this right now. If we get going, I think we're gonna be one of the teams to beat
Oh well, yeah, absolutely.
because
Because I mean, the
our
defense
defense, yeah,
it's only been getting better.
yep, our defense is one of the best. I mean, if the Eagles' offense can get going, I mean, there's that. There, like last year, there's no way you can guard everybody. You
Mhm,
get Goddard, you got AJ Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you got Saquon Barkley, you got Jalen Hurts if he can get, they allow him to run a little bit more.
mhm.
I mean, you
Yeah,
got that's 5 people you got to watch out for, and you don't know, block the, sack the box to stop Saquon. Well, then you got to, go 1-on-1 with either AJ Brown or Devontae Smith at that point.
yeah.
So then you're kind of screwed there. And then I don't know. It's just I just think if they can get the offense going good, and we'll be going pretty far. But if not, it's gonna be a quick exit.
Well, I can tell you this, the dream scenario for the Eagles
Hmm.
right now is they beat the 49ers, obviously, you
Yep.
gotta do that. But
Yeah.
then, if by the grace of God, the Panthers knock off the Rams and the Packers knock out the Bears, if those 3 things happen, I'll be like, "Eagles are going to the Super Bowl."
Yeah.
Honestly, if those 3 things happen, because a matchup with the Rams, I think would be in Philly, right? Because
Uh.
they're,
Yeah. Yep.
so so that one would be close because last year it was a close game. It came down to the
Hmm.
last few plays.
Yeah.
Um, but if they get matched up with the Bears, who I think the Bears are a higher seed than them,
Hmm.
and that
Yeah. The
last
two
Bears
seed.
game was ugly. And I
Yeah.
don't think it'd be as bad, but I mean, I think
It's gonna be.
Vegas and everyone else would be like, it's gonna take a freaking miracle. Like Jalen Hurts is gonna have to ball out.
Yeah. It's Chicago. It's gonna be in Chicago and in January.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, we don't see that often because the Bears are the Bears, but
Right. Yeah. Very
so
true.
that'd be a scary one for any team, honestly. Even
Yep.
the Packers going there now, and the Packers, I think that's an even farther stretch that the Packers beat the Bears this time around because the Packers
Packers.
have looked not good at all.
No, the Packers look rough. I thought well at the beginning of the season, everybody said, "Oh, the Packers are the team to beat and all this stuff, and they're gonna be great." And I'm like, I thought they possibly were gonna be like fourth place team in the North.
Yeah, the second they lost to the Browns and then tied with the Cowboys, and
Hmm.
that tie came after Russell Wilson's 500-yard game. I was like,
Yep.
this Packers team isn't good because I know this Cowboys team is half good,
Yeah.
and they can't even beat them with dropping 40 points. So that
Right.
that that was kind of the sign for me.
Yep.
I am secretly pulling for the Steelers though, at least to get to like a championship game.
I don't know. They've
I
been.
think
It's
it'd
been a
be
minute.
I think it'd be a good send off for Rodgers if this is his last season.
I
I'm
think it
glad
is.
that he's not just like the game last night was, it is what it
Hmm.
is, bad luck and all that. But I'm glad to see a legend not just kind of fade out because after the whole Jets thing, and then he goes to the Steelers and doesn't make the playoffs, it'd be like, well, this is kind of a depressing ending for a legend.
Yeah.
Um, but at least now he can like, even if he loses to the Texans, like, well, he made it to the playoffs. So he showed that he had something left.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, guess we'll see. I mean, he doesn't have as dominant of a defense as Peyton Manning's Broncos did, but
No, no, he does
we'll
not.
see. I don't know. But I guess we'll at least start talking about something, something. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 49. We've already started talking about a few things, as you can tell. Yeah, we're gonna actually have a Levin coming in here in a little bit after he gets done eating some food. But I have that one Andrew on tonight. How are you doing tonight, Andrew?
My goodness, hello. It's me, that one, Andrew. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. You doing good?
Good to hear. I'm doing good. Doing good. Can't complain. Can't complain.
That's good.
We got a few things to talk about tonight. The big one is all the coaching fires today. There was four already in 24 hours, which is nuts. I guess are any of these surprise? Well, we were talking about this a little bit, but before I went live, but is any of these really surprising to you?
So yeah, I know we were discussing a little earlier, but yeah, for the sake of the podcast.
Yeah.
There were two that were
Hmm.
surprising to me. The Falcons
Hmm.
firing Raheem Morris. Only because when I look at the problems of the Falcons, I blame the GM, not
Hmm.
the head coach.
I agree.
The just dumb, straight up stupid decisions they've made the
Yes.
last few years. Kirk Cousins signing him to that huge deal, not smart. Michael
Yeah.
Penix Jr., everyone and their mother knew that he was a liability.
Hmm.
Everyone. And like, sign him. Let's take him.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, we have quarterback problems. Who could have seen that coming? Mr.
Hmm.
Inconsistency with Cousins. And then, yeah, you got a glass man
Yeah.
over
Exactly.
here. So, and because I mean, I know the division is strong, but they finished tied for first.
Yeah.
It was it came
Technically.
down to like, statistics of okay, strength of schedule and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So firing the coach on that, I get that it's been rough,
Hmm.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
That one was a little surprising.
They also fired their GM Terry Fundney.
Which
So
that one made a lot more sense. And maybe it's kind of a let's just get rid of both type of situation. We don't want to carry over half and not
right.
the other half.
Very true.
Um, but then the other one that was like Stefanski and
Yeah.
Carroll, I guess you could be like, you look at them on paper, and it's like, okay, one's getting the number one pick, so yeah, of course, like
Hmm.
Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was done in
Yeah.
Seattle, and it's like, did you really expect him to? I don't know what you're expecting.
Yeah. No.
um, and then Stefanski, eh, that seems more of an ownership thing, just because the
Hmm.
Browns' ownership is so metally. You saw some flashes of greatness in there, but
Hmm.
also you saw. I mean, maybe it was just head coaching. Like they still had like four starting quarterbacks this season. Like they can't help themselves.
Yeah. The Browns are
uh,
gonna Brown.
right. But then Jonathan Gannon for the Cardinals, I think
Yeah.
it was surprising, but it was only surprising because they're a team that I think so many people think so little about.
Yep.
Like they really are just that other NFC West desert team. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
they exist once every however many years we play them, twice for some teams.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. The Cardinals ever since they lost Larry Fitzgerald, they haven't been the
mhm.
same.
Yeah, which I mean that man kind of like carried that team.
Yeah.
I know when they had oh god, what's his name? The quarterback.
Kurt Warner or
Yeah. No, it wasn't Warner.
Warner took him to the Super Bowl, and then
The one that took
what's
him to the NFC Championship.
yeah, guy that used to
Carson
play for the
Palmer.
Bengals. Yep.
Yeah, so
Palmer.
with Carson Palmer, it's like, okay, there's a little bit, but even then, he was on the
Mhm.
other golden. He's pulling, and Aaron Rodgers is pulling a Palmer right now.
Yeah.
Um, so, but other than that, like they just, and we were talking about it too, where it's like, well, what does this mean for Kyler Murray?
Right. Yep.
It's like he's probably because they. I personally think that Jacoby Brissett was doing just as good, if not better, than
Hmm.
Kyler Murray this season. Like they were being competitive. There's a few games there where they played the Colts when the Colts were hot, and it came down to the wire. Um, that famously just destroyed my Cowboys,
Yeah.
but everyone did this season, so that's not a huge stig.
Yeah. The other kind of surprise for me that we were talking about earlier is that the Jets right now have kept Aaron Glenn, which is
Yes.
insane. Yeah, as you can see here, the Jets became the first NFL team in history to finish an entire season without recording a single interception.
Yeah, and we were talking about this little too, where it's insane, but when I look at what the Jets have gone through the past decade, I
Hmm.
think sticking with something, because I think Robert Saleh was not a bad head coach at all.
No.
I I think gambling on Aaron Rodgers was
Hmm.
a mistake, and it obviously blew up in their face. But that Jets team, and it's
Yeah.
silly, but set aside their record,
Hmm.
even with oh, what was his name? I can see his little face in my head right now. Their quarterback. I think he's the
Oh,
backup for like the Panthers or something, or the Jacksonville Jaguars now.
yeah.
Um, but even with him, they
Hmm.
weren't bad because that defense was dominant with Robert
Yeah.
Saleh, which makes sense.
Yep.
But they blew it all up, and then this season was like it seemed more of a continuation of the end of last season rather than a new season of okay, this isn't working. There were some games that were competitive. That infamous
Hmm.
Steelers Jets first game, it
Yeah.
was a back and forth for a long time, but then they couldn't decide who the quarterback's going to be. Justin Fields wasn't working out, and
Yep.
I think they noticed that and maybe it was Aaron Glenn noticed
Hmm.
like, hey, if we want this thing to work, we need to actually we can't half blow it up. We need to fully blow this up. We need to just be one of the worst teams,
Yep.
trade all these people away. Sauce Gardner's great, but we need young developing players. Trade them away, you know.
Right.
So that's more of and maybe they'll fire him in a couple days,
Yeah.
but I would like to think that they're trusting the process because if I recall, when Rex Ryan started for them,
That was a
it
long time
wasn't
ago.
but it was the last time they were kind of
Yeah. Relevant.
successful and relevant. But he
Right.
didn't start off great. I don't
Let's see.
think. Well, he okay 9-7 in the playoffs, so that's not true at all. That's
Yeah.
he started off
Yeah.
decently okay.
Who was the head coach before he got there, though? I want. Let's
That's a
see.
great question. Who
2009.
was?
Let's see. The Jets. 2009.
Because 2010 was the last time they made the playoffs.
Yeah. Let's see. The Junior. There we go. 2009 New York Jets. So head coach was Rex Ryan for 2009. Oopsies. There's a jersey. Let's see. 2008 was Eric Mangini, which they had a 9-7 record for that season too.
I love Coach Mancini. I
Yeah,
watch I watch First Things First, and he's on there all the time, and he's also just like he has a history with the Patriots and all that, but
yeah, yep. And that's when they picked up Brett Favre for the first time in 2008.
mm-hmm. I mean, I say I was 11. It's a lot of reading and looking back at, not actually experiencing.
I was 18. Yeah, I was 18 when that happened. Good grief,
Yeah.
that makes me feel old.
11, 18, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I've lucked out that I've been able to watch a lot of my teams make play or make a championship and win it since I've been alive, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
But ooh, look at that Vilma. Man, I remember Jonathan Vilma. Guy was a beast. Yep. Well, yeah, they gave that's insane. 4th round pick, 2009 to Green Bay Packers for Brett Favre. Mm.
Well, it's Jets gonna Jets.
Yep. Brett Favre was not actually that bad that year either. They just wanted you run with let's see, 2009 or 2008. They just want to run with Aaron Rodgers at that point. Yeah, 2007 before he left, they were 13-3. Packers were.
Yeah. So according
Yeah.
to this, and this is AI, so take it with a grain of salt. But the
Right.
Jets will have 2 first rounders in 2026 and 3 first rounders in 2027. So I feel like that moment when they traded Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams,
Hmm.
that it only makes sense in my brain is that's where the owner went to the coach and said, "All right, 3 years. You
Right.
get 3 years. We're doing these trades. We're freeing up cap. You're getting these picks. Show us what you got."
Yep.
You know. But if next year, like I said earlier, I'd even say a 5-win season after
Hmm.
giving a whole year and picks to develop, that's when you're like, it's not working. We're gonna
Right.
get someone else to use these picks and figure out this thing.
Yep. Ooh, there's
Yikes.
A wild
there's
Levin
Levin.
appears.
Yeah, we're just
Told
talking
you
about
I had to eat.
we're just talking about the Jets right now and
Jetties!
how they didn't
My
fire their head coach
jetties!
and why they didn't fire their head coach and stuff. So, do you have a?
Wait, he got spared?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's right
did.
now. He is spared.
Who
Yes.
else got spared? I've heard. So did the Bucks coach get spared too?
So far,
So
yes.
far.
They
That's
haven't announced
wild.
it.
After what he did,
I think the biggest one is that the Jets are holding a Joe Schoen, which I thought he'd be gone.
Giants.
Yes, I thought he'd be
We
gone. The GM for the Giants, I thought he'd be gone this
Well,
year
they got that
easily.
dude. They got that Jackson Darton Scattaboo. He's gonna hold that over their head forever.
Yeah, but I
He's gonna
mean,
be
just
like,
God,
I mean,
I
granted,
wish the Texans drafted him. They just missed
Scattaboo
him.
destroyed himself in like 4 games, but still, it was a
right.
pretty good 4 games.
Yeah. But yeah, the Bengals kept Mike Brent or Zach Taylor will be around for at least another season. They're saying.
So stupid.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how that is. The
I don't
Colts,
think the Colts needed to make changes. It was a tire
no,
fire, but I mean, they just started losing guys.
yeah,
I was,
that was an
yeah,
injury. It wasn't.
and I think people forget too about the Colts. Like the Colts overachieved this season.
Hmm.
Like they were
Yes.
not supposed. A, they were not supposed to be a playoff team, and B, it was. I don't remember what the projection was, but it was like 3 wins or something. Like they were supposed to be a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
So
No, I think they were just supposed to be mid, like a 6-7 win team.
yeah.
yeah,
Which
just 6 or 7. I mean, I guess maybe
let's see
Because
here.
like they weren't projected to be worse than the Titans. Like, because that's what the
that's
Titans
true.
were.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's
Like,
true.
so like if I recall, it was still the Texans, right, to go like 10-7, 11-6,
hmm
or
Yeah,
whatever, and then the Jags. Some people had them high, like what they have now, and some others didn't. Like me, I didn't buy into it just yet. Like I want to see it,
hmm
hmm
but like the Colts were in the middle because like,
yeah,
oh, with Danny Derps, they'll win some games and lose a lot.
Danny
hmm
Jerps.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah, well,
expected him.
he earned the Dimes title back.
I am going to die on this hill.
Hmm.
I'm not saying I expected Daniel Jones to be as good as he was, but I am here to say I have seen what that Giants organization does to people, and I saw
Hmm.
Saquon win a Super Bowl the second he got out.
Yeah.
It was not surprising that Daniel Jones was good the second he got out of New York. It's
Yeah.
like,
Also,
yeah,
with
I've seen this guy kind of ball sometimes, but God, his team sucks.
Hmm.
my
Now,
God, the Colts downfall needs to be studied, though.
yeah, it's
Even
just
though
7 games in a row right there.
Yeah, I mean,
like
it
that
is.
Falcons
It's like you
game
said, it's
was a
injuries.
Yep.
yeah,
This
like
is
that
a
Falcons
surprise.
game in where was it, in London?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
That
I
one was
watched that.
actually,
This one.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. There
I
was
was at the
so
gym
many.
watching it. I was like, "Come on, JT, Bijan, keep scoring me points." It was huge.
Yeah. I mean, I yeah, I don't Rivers is done now, I think. I think that was kind of
Yes,
a test,
oh,
you
I
know. It's
loved
like,
it though.
yeah, I
I didn't
was
think
happy with it.
he was going to come back. Honestly, like I
Oh,
think
me
it
either.
was maybe you'll make the playoffs and then
Hmm.
we'll keep riding you. But after that, there's talks of him being a coach and stuff. I think he'd be a great coach.
I think
I
so.
think, and I know he already coaches like younger teams
Hmm.
down south,
Yeah.
but in Alabama.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that and there's quite a few players. Like honestly, let me put my Cowboys hat on for a second. But I thought Tony Romo would have been a great coach, and maybe will be one day. The
Hmm.
way that I mean, just his announcing, the whole like Nostradamus or whatever, is like he shows
Right.
that he's very smart and he understands the game.
Hmm.
And sitting there with Mike McCarthy, and I actually like Eberflus. I think he's a good coach. Um, but it would be great to have someone like Romo in there
Yeah. Hmm.
or Rivers or like any of those guys. Kind of
Right.
like Matt Stafford too. Like whenever he retires, I'm like he's going to be a great coach.
He could be. So there's one more thing about the Raiders I was thinking about. So the uh GM right now said that him and Tom Brady are going to be the looking for a new coach. Because Tom Brady has, ownership in the Raiders.
Yeah,
Could
it does.
could Tom and the Raiders bring in Bill Belichick?
God, I hope not. Actually, God, I
Okay.
hope so. I hope so. Yes.
Oh, it would either be two things. It would absolutely solidify his like legacy as a great NFL coach,
Mhm.
or it would prove this dude really was a system coach.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
Wait,
I
no,
mean,
it's still good. It's still good because Tom Brady's still in the system, so technically.
yeah.
I think the second that Brady went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl, and Belichick went to, but I mean, he didn't go anywhere. Actually, he just stayed in New England
He
and
rotted away.
immediately sucked. Showed, oh, maybe he had something to do at the beginning, but it was Tom at the end for sure.
Yeah.
Like those last 3 Super Bowls were the
It's
defense,
Brady.
but Tom Brady. Yeah.
Here's a question for you both.
Mhm.
We have a basketball equivalent to Bill Belichick, and
Mhm.
both teams are now starting to get their shit together and start possibly another run after around the exact same time of being bad in the Spurs. Who is a more real, like, who would you say is an actual legacy coach between Popovich and Belichick? Because they are two of the winningest coaches of their sport and
Are you
had a
asking,
top
are,
talent on their side.
are you asking who's the more legit coach?
Yes. Who's the
Popovich.
fraud and who's the
No,
real one?
no question. I think. Do people think Popovich is a fraud?
He
Probably
has
not.
haters. He has haters.
No, he's a great coach.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
know,
he's winning.
Good. Sorry.
What
I mean,
are you
I
gonna
just
say,
think
Andrew?
I think with basketball, and don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, the player absolutely matters, but I think with basketball, the coach really matters,
Mhm.
especially if you're going on dynasty runs, which I know the Spurs were like an interesting dynasty just because the years were kind
Yeah.
of a little weird there a bit, but that's coaching. Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's
but they were always in the hunt. They weren't like
Mhm.
yeah.
down years.
It's kind of like you saw the coaches. I'm just gonna say him because I know him. I grew up watching him. LeBron James. He didn't have
Well.
great coaches a lot of the time, and you could tell that because it was either LeBron or it was nothing. Like the
Mhm.
game was LeBron, and that's not how it was for the Spurs. That Spurs
Mhm.
team was a team. I mean, I know that Tim Duncan, right? Like he was the
Yeah.
guy,
Of course. The
but
guy,
like
the GOAT.
it's not like Tim Duncan wasn't like Kobe or LeBron
Mhm.
even. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as it was him, but the team. It
Yeah.
wasn't just him literally willing them to win like LeBron had to do sometimes.
Mhm.
I think the only time Tim ever did that was like game 6 against, where they took away 2 of his blocks to not give him the
Yes.
quadruple. That's the one time I felt like he willed us to
Mhm.
win that fucking trophy.
Which that happens
But
sometimes. That's why you have those
yeah,
players.
and basketball is even more of a player centric sport because with football, it feels like as long as you have a great quarterback, you're at least
Mhm.
going to be in it. That doesn't
Right.
mean you're going to go all the way, but you
Mhm.
have a shot.
Mhm.
But with
Last
and
in Dallas.
basketball
Yeah.
players, basketball players have you insist that they can do it by themselves, but then
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
have players who have never won anything despite being like putting a ton of points together, like
Mhm.
CP3 or
Uh-huh.
I would even say Devin
Russell
Booker.
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, like
Mhm.
at their peaks, they were just scoring. Oh yeah, James
Mhm.
Harden especially.
Yeah,
Like
James Harden.
guys
Or
like them.
I would even say Kevin Durant too. Of like
Oh
he
yeah,
only won because he joined a super team. Like let's not
yes.
Yeah.
forget that those are his championships are there and
If
nowhere else.
Mhm.
if it didn't matter to him, he wouldn't still be trying to ring chase.
Right.
Yeah.
Which you never know. So can I throw a little monkey wrench in this real quick? I
Yeah.
found
Go
something
for it. Go for it.
interesting that I thought would be fun.
Mhm.
So I thought that it would be interesting to look up ESPN's NFL projections for 2025. This was posted August 31st, 2025. So at the beginning of the season. Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And there's a few things here. They have playoff teams, but then they also have like projected highest scoring teams, the Bills, which I don't think they're the highest scoring one, but they had the Ravens as 2 and the Eagles as 3. It's like,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, projected best defense, Houston Texans. followed by
Hey.
the Denver Broncos. So look at that.
Know that.
But where are the Seahawks in that? Because they're technically the best scoring defense now, or not best scoring, least scored on because of that Colts game.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Projected defense out of the most points. Number one, Dallas Cowboys. They hit the nail on the head right there. But
Oh,
and then I love this. I won't go through all 32 teams because that'll take forever. But
Mhm.
just looking at the you can tell me when you're like, okay, that's enough. But I'll at least do top 10 teams for their power rankings. Number one, Baltimore Ravens.
oh,
And just shows you what
Roll
kind
off
of
on that
season
one.
it's been. Yeah, oh, just wait till I get to the Super Bowl pick. Number
dude,
two
before
is
you
the
say
Bills.
it, let us guess. Let us guess before you do
Yeah,
it. All right.
when I get there, I'll let you guess. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Number two was the Bills, which I think the Bills are top 5, 7. You
Look,
know,
when Josh
See.
Allen is locked in, it is very hard to stop that man.
it's true. He just needs to be locked in.
He just needs to, only a brick wall can stop him, and that's the Houston Texans defense.
Yeah.
Number three is the Detroit Lions, which I think isn't a bad guess, but they just, we know the Lions struggles. I think they had the toughest schedule on paper too.
Yes,
So
I've been saying that the first year was their year. That was it,
Yeah.
and they fucking squandered it.
Yep.
True. Number four, Philadelphia Eagles, which I think I would put the Eagles in top 5. So that's about where. Number 5, the Chiefs, which I think makes sense. I think that might have been one of the biggest
Mhm.
surprises, but maybe not in hindsight, especially looking how much Patrick Mahomes has willed that team into winning. The last season, they should not have been in the Super Bowl. And it showed at the Super Bowl, them getting blown out. But that man put that team on his back, and that was so evident the second he went down.
Yes.
Number 6 is the Bucks, which at the beginning of the year they looked like it, and then I don't know what happened. They just fell
Remember
apart.
when we all wanted to give Baker the MVP?
Oh, I remember week 5. It's like it's Bake Show. It's like actually he's not bad, but he's fine. 7 is the Broncos. It's good. I like that. Yeah. 8 is the Rams. Also, I think a good spot. Those are both top 8 teams for sure. The Vikings at number 9. Which do you think
Ironic.
are they?
Oh God, the joke's not lost on me there.
Do you think? And they would never admit it. But are they looking at Seattle and going, shit?
Yeah.
They didn't want to give Seattle the flowers.
There had to have been some sort of ego when they're like, no, we're going with JJ McCarthy, even though he was carried in college and he kind of sucks and he keeps getting injured. We're going with him or getting rid of this Sam Darnold, who's just ignited the league.
Right.
And then sure enough, it wasn't a fluke because he did it again right away.
Yeah.
Hashtag scam for Sam, dude.
With the Vikings, how much do you think it's because they don't have a number 2 receiver? Really?
I don't think that. I think I think that definitely plays a part. But watching the games, I'll just be honest. JJ McCarthy isn't good. And I'm not saying I'd do better because I know I wouldn't, but I'm watching this man and we were talking earlier about like Bryce Young, and I see Bryce Young and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, are you a quarterback? But then Bryce has those moments. He'll throw that deep ball dime and you're like, I see why you got drafted where you got drafted. I see why like the hype is there. JJ McCarthy, he doesn't show me any of that at all. And I think you could surround that guy with a great running back and a number 1 and a number 1 again on wide receiver, and he would just look maybe mid, just because he just, I don't know. It's one of those things like either he needs to develop for a long time, or he's just going to not be good.
I'd like to see what you can do with Harbaugh
so,
again.
Here's the thing: if that were the case, then we would be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals because they have a number 1 and a good number 2, and they're still trash. And that was even before they lost.
The Vikings, to be fair, have a much better defense than the Bengals. The Bengals have one
Oh.
of the worst.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, they would still be scoring more often. Like, the Bengals, don't be fooled. They had a cupcake circuit at the end of the season,
Mm-mm.
but it was too little, too late. Like, if they had if they got through those rough waters a little better, they are probably in the playoffs barely. Like, you win a couple of those games, like you win against the Bills, you're probably in. We would have a different team. We'd be playing the Bengals, but
You know what?
it just like, I think the thing is,
Mhm.
give me the most mid quarterback, like the Andy Dalton of our time right now. Like, who's number 16, 17 among
Geno.
the board?
Who is who you think? No, I think Geno's fallen, especially after this season. I'd say
Geno's
he's more like in
fallen hard.
the 20s. Because
Yeah,
a lot
if this was
watching
last
those
year,
Raiders,
Geno, yes.
watching those Raiders game, a lot of it was
Mhm.
Geno. Like Geno was
Mhm.
not good. I don't
Maybe,
know who's the most
maybe
mid quarterback right now.
Baker looked mid this season.
You know
after a
what?
little.
Yeah, Baker
You think
did look.
okay, if we put Baker Mayfield in Minnesota, would he, because that offensive line isn't that horrible. It is decent. It's good.
Mhm.
It's not perfect, but it's good.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Baker Mayfield in Minnesota, the Vikings are in the playoffs.
Yes.
Straight up.
It's McCarthy.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
should never have
yeah.
forced him out. And you know, the thing with McCarthy is he was better when he knew what play was coming. Isn't that right, Slicker?
Yeah.
The
You know, the problem with
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say the problem with the Bengals is not just they have two great wide receivers, yeah, but the problem is they don't have an offensive line to protect a quarterback back there. Their
Mhm.
offensive line is one of the worst in the league, so I think that's kind of why
It's worse
Bengals
than
can't get
Houston's,
going.
which says a lot.
They've had a terrible O line since they went to the Super Bowl.
It's kind of wild. Now, since
Mhm.
before, actually,
Yeah, and it's just craziness. Yeah, I was just thinking
like,
about that. So
because the thing with the Vikings, like, some might say, oh, they don't have a number 2. You have TJ Hawkinson. Sure, he's
Yeah.
not as dominant as he was before, but he's still really good.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. I've seen teams without a number 2. I saw the Cowboys without CD Lamb, and this was pre
George Pickens.
yeah, Pickens. Like there was like Devontae Turpin, I think was like might have been their number 1. It was like there's no one on this team. Where I mean, it's still dark days, but those were
all right,
very dark
Andrew.
days.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you have 2 first rounders. You should absolutely address defense. But I know Jerry Boy, and so do you. He's gonna draft you a running back, and you're gonna like it.
Well, no, because I don't know if you noticed, but they're giving Blue some reps in that Giants game. Didn't look terrible. And I think between if you can develop Blue a little more and you sign Williams again, get him a little extension, there's a nice 1-2 punch right there. And I do know Jerry Jones, but also I know Jerry Jones doesn't like to be embarrassed, and giving up 500 points in a season is one of the most embarrassing things any team can do.
Yep.
So
I think the Houston Texans offense could run on that defense. That's how bad it is.
The Cardinals beat the Cowboys. The Cardinals they've won one game in like the last 9. That one was to the Cowboys. Like, this is not
It's so wild.
Russell Wilson had a career day in 2025 because of the Cowboys defense. Like,
and he still lost.
Well, yes, he did, because the Giants are terrible. But like, even in hindsight, the Packers dropping 40, they did not look that good the rest of the season.
No.
Like, anyone who played, JJ freaking McCarthy looked like an NFL quarterback against the Cowboys defense.
Yeah.
All right, here's a question. Who should be the MVP, and why should it not be a quarterback anymore? Like, it should be JSN.
Hold on, wait. Before we go there, I just want to quickly, I'm not going to go through the rest.
Oh, yeah, you still got to tell us the predictions.
There was just some interesting ones. So the Patriots at 16, which I think makes sense, because it's like, who knows? Houston Texans were at 17. And again, I think at the beginning of the year, that was too high. And by the end, that was too low. They're kind of inconsistent this season. Injuries, not injuries.
Yes.
It was definitely interesting.
Where
Colts
were the
at 20. I'll get there. The Colts at 20, which I think actually they probably ended up around 20 by the end of it. The 49ers at 19, which...
That's wild.
But even when they were winning, I'm gonna be honest.
They
It wasn't until like
strong.
week 13 where I was like, wait a minute, are they actually
Mhm.
good? Because they kept playing against like not so great teams. And
Yes.
then it was like, how much more can they handle? Even right now, I don't have faith in them going to Philly. Like,
Mhm.
but also I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
Well, that's
Because
the
they keep
thing.
winning.
This Niners defense is so ass that if Philly can't score on them a lot, that tells me more about Philly's issues on offense than
Yeah. We're gonna
because like
learn
the
a
last
lot in the
game
next week.
that was a rivalry game. Like between
Yeah.
when it comes to rival teams, you throw out all the analytics out the window because they just know each other so well.
Right.
So traditional analysis doesn't work.
Yeah, and they got.
I
I mean, before let's say I mean, they were 1, 2, 3. Let's see, they 6 wins. We'll say we'll go the Giants. At that point, they had what 7 wins there, 3, 4,
I believe
5,
that's when
6,
Purdy came
6.
back.
Yeah, and
No,
then
Yes, I think it was around then.
but then I mean
yeah,
it was a perfect storm for the 49ers because at that point they were barely. I think they were just looking on the outside of the playoffs. And then, you get the easiest schedule at the end of the year. You got Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Colts were not the same team. Bears, that was a go back and forth game. That was pretty good.
oh, that was a good one.
And the
To be fair,
Seahawks,
though, I mean, I'm just gonna throw it
and
out
this,
there. Like that does sound cupcake, but the Panthers are in the playoffs, and the Panthers did beat some legit teams. And we were talking earlier, like they're not the.
yeah,
I feel like everyone has this conception of the Panthers based off the last few years, which is totally warranted.
hmm
But also, it's like there is a reason they're in the playoffs and the Bucks aren't. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
There's
at the
another
end,
anecdote. Go on.
yeah,
and then same with the Browns of like the Browns offensively aren't they got problems,
hmm
but they had some sneaky wins and some sneaky like, oh,
yeah,
this team doesn't look awful. You know what I mean? Like there are some sneaky things in there. So it isn't a hard schedule for sure, but it's also
hmm
not the easiest, especially those last two you're saying. Like the Bears are a playoff team and they're the
yeah.
number 2 seed, and then Seattle is they're the one, right?
Another
Yep.
zone,
Seattle.
yes.
Yeah, which Seattle
So,
beat them if
Yeah.
I'm remembering
so
correct. Yeah.
here's a fun stat: the the Panthers faced 2 times a number 1 seed in the NFC, and they beat them.
hmm
Yeah.
They were the Rams and the Niners. They
Yeah.
couldn't do it to Seattle.
Yeah.
But that Seattle
It's
game, I know the final score doesn't look like it, but by halftime it was like 6-3 or something. Like it was
it was
not.
three. You know, it was three
Yeah. It
all.
was
It was
three
three
three.
all.
Or yeah, it was 3-3. So it was like even then, again, I think the Panthers they slipped by round one. It's like you got to start taking them serious if they win the wild card. You know, you
Yeah.
can't just be like, it's dumb luck still.
Look,
It's like
they'd be
no,
America's team if
they
they did that. If
would
they upset the Rams.
1,000% be America's team.
Yeah.
The final thing for this, and then we'll do their Super Bowl prediction and be done with it.
Mm.
Just going to say that how dare they? I understand worst defense in the world, but number 24 really for the Cowboys, they ranked them 24th. They ranked them right by the number 25 Giants,
Mm.
and then the number 26 Jets. Who do they
I
think
can't
they are?
tell. I can't tell if that means they either undervalue Dallas or overvalue the New York teams.
I think it was the undervalued Dallas part. They're like I mean, to be fair, I don't think anyone thought Dak was gonna have the year that he was gonna have. Like he
Yeah.
had a career year.
Everybody thought Dak was kind of a bad year.
Yeah, based off the injury and all that, which makes
Yeah.
sense. And then I just realized Jacksonville at 27. Yikes.
hmm
They
Dude.
really got that wrong. Jacksonville's a top 5 right now.
Yeah.
And then you got the Panthers at 29, which is totally understandable. And then you got the Raiders, Browns, and Saints, which is about right. And then to end this little fun thing off, who do you think their Super Bowl prediction was? Who do you think the two teams were, and who do you think they had winning?
Shit, I need to think about this.
I'm thinking that they probably had the Chiefs still.
Okay, that's one team.
Yeah, they actually is one of their teams.
who were they playing?
No, if it's okay. Question: is this team in the playoffs right now?
That's too easy. I can't tell you that.
Okay,
You gotta
fine.
just
A lot
guess.
of
No
They're high-
shot. It's a rematch again. No shot. They said Eagles fucking Chiefs again.
Hmm.
Andrew, the silence is deafening. Don't tell me that's correct.
Soccer. What do you think?
Soccer, do you
I
think they
feel
have
like
the
they were high
balls?
on the 49ers too, so I'm gonna go with 49ers Chiefs, like a rematch of that one.
So Chiefs, 49ers, and they had Chiefs and Eagles.
Eagles.
Well, you're both wrong. They had the Ravens beating the Lions.
My God.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
We call
not
that-
a. No, we
that's
call that. We
narrative
call
ball.
that. We call that an Andrew prediction, where he's going by his heart, not by the stats.
That'd
That's
been a good
why.
game.
Yeah, it would have been fun. Ravens over or the Ravens and the Lions in the Super Bowl. I think it would have been interesting.
You know what
but
else would have been fun? Dallas and Houston, but we can't have nice things now, can we, Andrew?
Maybe next year.
They've
Yeah, all
been
it
saying that for
takes.
30 years.
All it takes. All it takes. And you know, I have faith in this Cowboys offense to be good for at least 2 more seasons.
Mhm.
Like, and when I say good, I mean like dominant, kind of the way they were. I
Mhm.
think they'll get Pickens back. I think the run game is consistent enough. And then of course they have CD and all that. So all it takes is for them to literally not have the worst defense in the league. Have number 28. I don't give a shit.
Right.
But there's so many of those games that they lost by 7, lost by 3, and they're dropping. They gave up 500 points. They freaking averaged, or I think for the season they had over like 450 or something. It was like ridiculous amount of
insane.
points to be
Yep.
8-9,
Right.
or 7-9 because of the tie, 7-9-1.
7, 8-1.
I'm not here to say next year's our year or anything. Remember, I was born after their Super Bowls. I've never seen the Cowboys win. Tony Romo is my favorite quarterback and the most successful quarterback I've seen, and the man won a wild card game a couple times. Love him to
Yep.
death. But I am not one of those, this is our year. But I am one of those, that offense is scary. Now, their schedule next year is rough. It is
Yeah.
not easy. But
Who are
I
they
think
playing?
oh goodness, I think they're playing like
tell you right now.
the NFC West,
Yeah, we play the West next year.
and then they have
what about
like
the AFC? You've got to be playing Houston. It has to.
let's
It's time. It's got to be time.
I don't I think actually they might be playing Houston. They play
Soccer. I need.
yeah, they do.
confirmation.
They play Houston.
Oh, where?
and-
Where?
They're
At
playing in
Houston.
Houston. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, I need
and
to
that's what
be
I'm saying.
there.
Like, so teams that I'm like, oh no, looking at this schedule. So Eagles, obviously, it's going to be a tough matchup every time.
Yeah,
Dog.
it always is.
49ers also every time tough matchup. Then they have the Jags. That's a playoff team. Titans are
Okay.
the Titans.
Okay.
They
If
have
the
the
Colts can
Texans.
recover, if the
The-
Colts can recover, that division just became a buzzsaw with like one little
That's-
cushion at the end.
And that's what I'm saying is that AFC South and NFC West. Oh my gosh, there's 6 juggernaut teams, and they play the Packers and the Ravens
Mhm.
and the Seahawks.
And the Rams.
What the-
Yeah.
Oh, I guess yeah, because they play the West. But like, oh my gosh, and they play the Bucks too, which the Bucks are maybe scary sometimes. Like this is,
Doug,
I don't see.
it's a buzzsaw.
And you don't know
Looking
how
at
the
this-
Giants are going to be.
Yeah, so like, and then same with Washington,
Oh.
because Washington, I think a lot of it was injuries this year.
Yep.
So
All
you
right,
get
check
them
this
healthy.
out.
NFC East might be really strong.
I
next
already
year.
know. I'm gonna tell you week 1. It's gonna
God, this
be
is
New
scary.
York at Dallas for Sunday Night Football. You know Chris Collinsworth wants it back. He's been begging for it.
Mhm.
So have fun with that. You're gonna have 10 primetime games anyway, Andrew, even though your team doesn't
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
deserve it.
Tell that to the ratings.
Yeah.
Was that
I-
terrible? It wasn't even terrible actually, but the Cowboys and Commanders game on Thanksgiving,
Oh god.
it was like 49 million views. Like the Cowboys could be the worst team on earth, and they're America's team. Remember,
Mhm.
it wasn't long ago. But remember when these delusional Chief fans were like, "We're America's team." It's so fun. It happened with the Patriots too, where any team that starts getting hot, they're like, "The Cowboys can suck it. We're America's team," and I have to be like, "Dude, we've sucked for 30 years. You can't take the title.
Right.
There's nothing that's gonna
You
take
can-
this title anymore."
You
Right.
can be a big market, like you can evolve to a big market, but getting up there with Dallas is like trying to challenge the Dodgers or the Yankees in ratings.
Exactly.
You're
The
just not going to
Yankees-
reach that number of money
It's
or
like
profit, really.
These teams could lose for 50 years, but unfortunately, someone, I don't know when, but someone indoctrinated me and the rest of us when we were very young, and we just stand by this freaking team for the rest of our lives.
Right.
Another way to look at it, if winning was all that it took to become a big market team, then the Spurs would have the biggest market in basketball over the Knicks.
Sure, or like
True.
the Steelers or the Patriots. Like, I mean, any of these like six Super
Patriots!
Bowl- and to be fair, the Patriots, I've been surprised with how bad up until now, obviously, but how bad they had been, and with Tom Brady being gone, how many Patriot fans I still see. Like,
Yeah.
there are actually a lot everywhere.
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
and you know, New England, I think if anyone was to take the America's team title, that kind of makes sense actually.
Yeah, the Patriots, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of losing for 50 years in a row,
It's 30, not 50.
well, 50 works too. But the college football playoffs are done to their final 4 teams, and
oh my
I don't
gosh, they
think
are.
anybody expected these 4 teams.
Well, no,
Especially
they
Indiana.
expected at least Indiana. At least Indiana.
I was gonna say Oregon. I think people expected Oregon.
I mean,
I don't
at
know
the
because
beginning of the
Oregon always
season?
chokes. They always shit. I mean,
Yeah,
this might be it where they shit the bed, but it's to a good team.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
Nobody expected Indiana to be as good as they are this year.
Yes,
Yeah.
but when it came down to it against Alabama, I think we all saw them beating Alabama, except Alabama fans.
Yeah. All right. Can I
Dude, Georgia getting knocked off though, huge for me. I got such pleasure from that.
that was big.
Mhm.
Coming from
That
someone who is from Atlanta, I'd take the Bulldogs losing any day of the week. Like I just not a fan of them at all. I want to say this because I had this thought the other day, and when you're like, "Oh, you want to do an episode of this is perfect," because I want to be on the record of just saying this. Fernando Mendoza is going to be one of the most successful NFL quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, and it is 1,000% because of the way he looks. He looks like a quarterback. You know what I mean? He's kind of got like Brett Favre vibes of he's big, he's kind of chiseled. I saw that interview after the game and I was like, "Oh, someone's media trained this man. He's ready." So he's going to be drafted to the Raiders cuz he's a senior, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Raiders are going to take him.
there.
He's not though.
I don't
because his charisma alone it's going to be like the phoenix from the ashes. The Raiders are going to become mid because of Fernando Mendoza's gusto, and he's in Vegas too. So like,
he's gonna be there all night. Never fear, never fear, Raiders. I am here.
And
but that's all I could think about.
And his GM or
hey, Soccer, scroll down the chart a little more. There's some other teams I want to see.
Yeah, Ohio State losing that made me happy. Speaking
what
of
about before that?
Raiders,
Ohio State.
Yeah.
No, before Ohio State.
Are you talking Texas A&M?
Yeah, all that shit talk, just to put 3 on the board.
Yeah,
but the best thing about the Raiders, before we get too far, they have Tom Brady too. So, he's going to help Mendoza a lot.
And Mendoza, he reminds me of, he's got Tom Brady charisma, And I think, sounds silly, but if you let's take half the rings away from Brady. Let's say he only won 3 times, right? I think people look at him completely different.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because statistics-wise, and even like those first 3 Super Bowls were the defense. Like I
Mhm.
don't think anyone can really argue that
Right.
the defense is what kind of carried them. And then when they had the explosive offense, they lost twice. But it was the comebacks, and then I just think there's just like a look that the NFL looks for. The Patrick Mahomes look. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mahomes is probably the best quarterback right now playing. I mean, he's not playing right now. He doesn't have an ACL, but
Right.
I think just having that look really matters.
Mhm.
And when I see Fernando, I'm like, oh God, I can see it right now.
Yeah.
Man's gonna print money.
What's next? Is he gonna date like the hottest girl on the planet? So like,
No,
they
he's
get her
he's gonna come out actually, and he's gonna be the
fucking
catalyst
woke,
for
the woke agenda.
uh-huh.
I had this joke where it's like, what's he gonna get with Sydney Sweeney or something? And then
Oh my gosh.
like, dude, you heard it here, folks. If it happened, soccer, you better have that ready just in case.
Yeah,
that's
have this
right.
recorded.
Right.
Because I wouldn't be surprised, because these people, like, when these athletes get good, they date whoever the fuck they want.
Yep.
It's just
And it's
fair.
like, hey, let's go out. It's like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah. Fine. Cool.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Right.
I'm just saying. Like,
All right. How about we talk about the other bowl game,
Yeah,
soccer. This
Are you
is
talking
what you
about-
get for talking about my fucking Stars. The Stars suck now. They have no defense because so
Yep.
many of their guys were dead and now out for the year. So
Rest in
soccer
peace.
took this chance to talk shit. Now it's my turn. And I'm doing it on his show. So soccer, how about Michigan
Yeah.
in the Cheez-It Bowl?
I watched that game fully.
Yeah.
I
Heartbreaker.
love the fact. I love the whole crown and cape thing at the end. I thought that was so silly. It's just what a bowl game needs. A little silliness.
Yeah.
And just Arch going to town. People wanted to call him a bust. I mean, he could still be a pro, like an NFL pro level bust. At least in college, I think he's got a ceiling. There's a ceiling now.
Yeah.
But I like what he's shaping up into.
All right.
He does
Can
need
I-
a little more help though.
Soccer, I'm
Go on.
coming to your defense right here. Okay. You ready?
All right.
Here's
Wow.
my defense. Here's my defense for the Michigan Wolverines, because I'm a half brother to them. Okay. One of my friends likes them, so you know.
Gotcha.
I'm going to tell you 2 words, Levin, and it's going to completely justify and negate everything Texas did. Are you ready?
What is it?
Bryce Underwood. There you go.
Yeah. He did.
That is it.
Bryce Underwood.
Yes, Bryce Underwood. Have you seen him play?
It's not great.
They win in spite of him, not because of him.
Yeah.
Do you think they miss JJ McCarthy?
JJ McCarthy could actually win games, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, if he knew what play was coming.
I don't know. I think that, I don't know. We'll see how we go. I mean, Underwood's return as a sophomore, but also kind of wondering what they're gonna do. Build him.
There
up
is the
next
serious scandal, which I'm not going to make fun of. Well, apart from the coach being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, there are victims in this, and I hope.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
Let's be real. Like, even if he was coaching them, I think they still lose.
Yeah. I mean, it's
think
hard
they
to.
I think they played
things
better
like that.
without. I mean,
Probably.
I'm excited for the new head coach. Obviously, you know.
They've already got it. They already got him?
Yeah.
Dude, they were
Who is it?
interviewing him
Kyle
in the
Whittingham.
booth while the game, when the Cheez-It Bowl was going on. They were like, and here's the head coach.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
It was hilarious. It was like, you see your team losing down there. So anyways, coach, what are you gonna do next year?
Yeah.
Bro,
Kyle
every
Whittingham
hotel
was
got the cuck
Utah.
chair.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Kyle Whittingham from Utah is now the new head
All right.
coach.
Who's
Michigan.
okay? Who's the coach that left Ole Miss? What's his name again?
Oh my goodness, he leaves teams more than anybody else in the world does. I can't think of his name. No, he's
Find out
good.
in like
2 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. I can see his face.
Lane Kiffin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, Lane Kiffin dips
Yeah, he went
out.
to LSU.
Yeah.
Who's worse, Blaine Kiffin or Bobby Petrino?
Lane
People
hasn't done
forget how
anything.
bad Bobby Petrino was, how much of a snake he was.
Bobby at least did something. Lane has never done anything.
Oh, yeah, he did do something all right. He fucking left the Falcons in the middle of the season to go
Yeah.
crawl back to his alma mater, Arizona. Or not Arizona,
Mhm.
Arkansas, the Razorbacks.
Yeah. But I mean, he at least, won something. Kiffin's kind of
And then he never won anything again.
No.
That guy's a fucking rat. No, he's a snake. He's a snake.
Yeah.
You think people actually like living in Baton Rouge?
I don't think so.
Not when it's hurricane season.
I was just thinking about like this man left Mississippi for Louisiana, and it's like I've been through those
Louisiana.
states many times living in the South, and it's
No, thank
between
you.
Atlanta and Dallas. I don't really like anything in between.
No.
Look, I would only go to Nolans for some of the food, and just to
Mhm.
be like, oh my god, this is where Left 4 Dead 2 takes place. That's so cool.
Oh, Lord.
I've never been to New Orleans,
Me either.
but I've only been to Houston driving through it once, so it's just that part of the country.
Did the traffic try to kill you? Because that's
no, because we were going to the port, so I think we didn't really
yeah.
we didn't really have to. We went to
yeah.
Galveston.
Houston traffic is a nightmare. Because they want to kill you.
I love that for them, actually.
We were talking about that today
Yeah.
about Atlanta traffic, and I was like, I'd rather drive through Chicago, Orlando, Tampa
So
than drive
live
to Atlanta.
Would you rather drive through Atlanta or walk through the streets of Chicago?
walk through the streets of Chicago. I've done both multiple times.
Yep, me too.
I feel safer walking in Chicago than driving through Atlanta.
Yep.
Like that is, and there's no cap, no lie, nothing there. I don't know who designed those roads. There's 2-lane. It goes from like a 4-lane to 2-lane to turn right now, and then there's 100 million cars downtown, and then you see the varsity, and you're like, I'm gonna die in front of this mid hot dog stand.
Yep. The best thing about
that's driving in Atlanta for you.
The best thing about Atlanta, for anybody that's never driven through there, I'm trying to find the exact spot.
Is the exit out of the city?
Yeah, so there's trying to get back to 75. You're going from the north is terrible. Like hypothetically speaking, we'll say this is 75 over here. I think this is actually where the highway that takes you. So 75, you get on the I think it's 69, something like that in Atlanta. You come into.
Yeah.
And you have to get 75s in the left-hand lane, as far left as you can get, and you come on the highway in the far right lane. So to get back to 75, you have to go across 5 lanes of traffic that's bumper to bumper the whole way through, just to try and get back to 75 to head back south, or to continue head south. It is the worst. Yeah, right there you can see it.
It's not for the faint of heart. I used to live right off of
so
it wasn't
bad.
downtown Atlanta, but I lived up closer towards Marietta off 75, and even up there, the city is so freaking huge. It is a massive city now.
Isn't it really bad trying to get to what's it called, Truist Park? You know, where the Falcon or the Braves play.
Yeah, because it's over by the airport.
Yeah,
they put the park by the airport, so you got the busiest airport in the world.
Yep.
And then it's like, oh, so baseball. It's like, oh, this was stupid.
Yeah, Detroit did the best, I think, with their teams, because all their sports teams are right downtown Detroit now. They used to not be, but
Kansas City did the best, sticking in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, right. But yeah, but if you look at all the stadium where they're at, they're literally on top of each other. Well, this is an older picture, but like
the Palace still
right
clears, unfortunately.
I like
for them.
the Palace.
Like,
I love the Palace.
Malice of the Palace is like a fucking core memory of mine. It was such a good time.
Yeah, but really the great thing about Detroit's where theirs is at, because there's Little Caesars, there's Tiger Stadium, and there's Ford Field. The great thing is you could park at any of the casinos around there for free and basically walk at like a
I
5 minute
love that.
walk to the
Casinos?
stations.
They have
Yeah,
casinos there?
yeah, they got three. They got 3 of them in Detroit. You got the
Let's go
MGM.
gambling.
Yeah, we got
Look,
MGM.
wanting to gamble in Detroit is a bad idea because Detroit has had nothing but bad sports luck. What
Yeah,
makes you think gambling near those places is any good?
no, that's great. It's great how they have it set up. It's perfect.
I
But
want to go to Ford Field though,
been
and
there,
Yeah.
Tiger Stadium.
been there
They're
too.
such good places.
I've been to Wrigley too. I love Wrigley Field. Wrigley's always been my favorite. I
The
went to
fucking short port baskets.
Yep. I went to
Like,
one of the Tigers games where the Tigers got no hit against the Orioles. I was laughing
damn.
my ass off because I'm a Cubs fan, but all my relatives are Tigers fans. Being born in Michigan, I was just laughing my ass off. I'm like, oh, they're gonna get no hit by the Orioles. This is great. But yeah. So we are down to 4 teams, 2 in the Big Ten, which is crazy. 1 ACC and 1 SEC. Uh, still the Big Ten's the best league in college football. I don't care what anybody says about the SEC. Nope.
Whoa. Big Ten.
Dude,
Big Ten.
Best.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna say something. Is it weird that I don't really care about like, oh, I'm for the SEC or oh, I'm from the Big Ten? It's just like I just like my team.
Hey
I
man,
just
Big
like my
12 all
team.
the
Like,
way.
why would I?
No, Big 12.
It's like why would I prop up? It's like something. Oh, I should prop up. I should prop up Alabama. And I
Well,
should prop up Texas A&M. Hell no.
no. Actually, I'll bring it back to the NFL, okay? Because
Mhm.
there is a part of like when you're a part. Because I'll stand by any day of the week. The NFC East is the best division, like hands down. There's no question about it. Even before the Eagles won the Super Bowls, they had been to Super Bowls, and like it was the most successful division, and now it's even more with the
Yep.
2 Eagles Super Bowls.
hmm
And there's a thing about it, like whenever you're a part of the best division, when you win that division, you're the best. Like you won the best division. So I hear what you're saying, but also it's kind of like it like makes it even more prestigious. Because thinking about like I don't take it back to NFL.
hmm
You won the NFC South.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Like does that are people
AFC
really like,
South.
oh congrats? But when you're like, oh, we won the NFC West, people are gonna be like, oh wow,
Yeah.
or even the NFC East where they're having a down year. I think it's still like people are
hmm
making a huge deal about how they haven't had repeat winners since the Eagles back in 2004.
Yep.
And I think that only happens with divisions that are like really good. Like, hey, we
Yeah.
know this is super challenging and there's a lot of good teams. Um,
hmm
so there's a little something there, like there's
I
a
mean,
reason why people are like that.
yeah. I mean, the Big Ten's had multiple different, champions the last few years, and SEC's always been basically 3 teams: Alabama, Georgia, or Auburn lately.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Look, all I'm
But
saying now is I expect Indiana to win it all, but the U,
yeah.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I want Miami to just storm their way
No,
in there.
I
It
do
would be
no,
know.
so fucking funny.
no.
Yeah. It's obviously good. I
I'm
mean,
only
Big Ten,
doing, I'm
SEC.
only supporting it because Andre Johnson went there.
Yeah.
It's
The
gonna
Rock.
clearly be Ole Miss and Indiana
hmm
going for it.
Wait, is their old coach is gone, right? He just completely left them. Like they're still in the playoffs without him.
Yep. Ole Miss's head coach is
Okay.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, if they win without him, that's just as funny because you'd be
Yeah.
like, I got them there. It's thanks to me. Fuck you, dude."
Right. I mean, right now, all their coaches are there except for him. So like
Yeah.
everybody he took with him is still there except for him. But because he's like, well, you guys just go back and help him win, So we'll see. But yeah, Oregon, Indiana. Oregon was 13-1, or Indiana's 14-0. 2 of the better teams in the nation this year, with
Mhm.
great quarterbacks. Moore and Mendoza have been playing really well. Obviously, 36 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, 29 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Still got great rushing yard. Indiana had this is like the first time ever they've had great quarterback, with over 3,000 yards and running back with over 1,000 yards. So see,
Is he going to be in the draft too, Hemby?
I don't think so. I think he's still yeah, he's a senior, so he might be going. Which
Future Cowboy.
no,
Jerry will sacrifice both the first round picks to trade up and get Roman Hemby because Andrew, you're gonna draft a running back and you're gonna like it. He's gonna come out with the press conference
If he drafts
and
a
he's
running
gonna
back,
say, "Hold on, Andrew, let me
going
finish." He's gonna
to
be like,
crash out.
"Guys, our defense it will be good because the offense will be on the field all day, eating up clock.
What
we
he's
like
gonna
our
say?
guys." I can't
he's
tell if
gonna
I'm doing
say- You're
think I'm
going a
doing
little,
Trump
you're going a little
impression.
Trump in there, but that's
Yeah.
okay. What
Yeah.
he's gonna say is, "We're going all in," just like he did 2 years ago when he did nothing.
Yep.
And you know, I don't want to start getting conspiracy theory, but when you have a high scoring dynamic offense, it doesn't help the defense. I'm not saying that's why the defense is bad at all, but I can tell you right now, clock management is a part of the game. When you have your defense out there for 30, 40 minutes, like, but I know that's not the problem because the defense gets scored on in like 60 seconds. So they're not actually out there that long. I watched the games. I saw what happened.
The inevitability of being in the playoffs is you're going to run into a team that can shut down your offense, and that's what your defense needs to be good for.
Right.
Maybe when you can't do that, you're doomed.
Yeah, maybe. There are some teams that just have super high powered offenses that win it all. I think oh no, they lost actually. I was gonna say the Chiefs when they went against the Bucks, but they lost because of the defense. But they got there because of their offense.
Yep. And then they ran Tom Brady, and Tom went
Papa Brady.
Well,
and then sat his son down and said, "Next year's your year, son."
I would the first Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl, that was a Chiefs team that was like all offense. So I'm not saying you're wrong because traditionally defense wins championships, but once in a while it is just we're going all in on offense and we're going to beat you by putting up more points.
Yeah,
that game was a matter of who had the ball last. I certainly believe if there was enough time, the Eagles would have won that too.
Absolutely, yeah. That was I think Jalen Hurts played.
Yep.
It was like a perfect game except for I think what was it, a fumble or there was one mistake.
Yeah.
And it was like you hate it in a game like that where all it takes is one mistake and then you lose.
Yep.
The ref ball.
Yeah. The ref ball.
Yep.
Man, I was gonna ask you something and then I just totally forgot what it was. I think it was it's a question that no one has ever asked talking about college football before ever. How do you guys feel about the playoffs? You like them? You don't like them?
I like them.
It's been entertaining. It has been entertaining. I can't say it wasn't. I like the upsets, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
I like them. I just feel like they haven't figured them out 100% yet. I feel like you have, I get it. Your Tulane won their title or their, championship game. James Madison won their championship game. They're undefeated at that point. They got blown out by Oregon, obviously. And, Tulane got blown out by Ole Miss. But I feel like you had question marks like coming when, with Miami and, it's like, at that point, it was like, well, are they really, are they better than Notre Dame? Are they not as good as Notre Dame? I feel like
but
at that point.
It reminds me though of like the old system where it was just a committee picking people, and I felt like every year it was like somebody got robbed somewhere, And at least with this, you have like the James Madisons at least get a chance, whereas before, and no shot, no way. They could go undefeated for 17 seasons, and it's like, no, you're not in.
Nah. Now, the one thing I wish they would redo is, all right, let's say right now you have, your bowl games are all done, you got your championship games and all that stuff, blah, blah. At this point, they should just, whatever way the rankings end this year, they should start the rankings the exact same way next year. That's how they should start the first ranking and then go from there.
I like that actually, yeah.
it's just like, all right, why is all of a sudden, like, let's say Indiana wins the championship this year, and then all of a sudden next year they're number 7. Like, oh, they
Yeah.
lost Mendoza, so they're gonna drop a number 7. It's like, well, what if? Then they gotta try and climb back up,
hmm
to get that
Where it's
bye. But
like, are you ranking the team or are you ranking like the players on the team? Which I get both
Mhm.
they're there, like, you know, they work in
Yes.
coordination. But
Yeah, because I don't want another Longhorn situation. Even I thought you don't deserve to be 1. Like maybe top 10 at the start,
Mhm.
but not 1.
yeah, Texas being number 1 was honestly the funniest thing ever because
It made
and
they put such a huge target on our backs.
a blind rat could have told you they're not number 1.
Yeah,
I could tell you they're not number 1, and I've been like I've been cheering
yeah.
for Archman. I want him to do well.
Yeah,
Unless he gets drafted to New York or fucking New Orleans or
probably
Indiana,
will be.
because
Mhm.
they're gonna make that happen when he's draft eligible.
I mean,
You are a Colt.
look at the top 10 here. Texas, they fell out of the top
Yeah.
10. Penn State, one of the worst seasons they've ever
Oh,
had.
yeah.
That's embarrassing. At least my team turned it around to win some
Yeah,
games.
Ohio State. I mean, they stayed relatively in the top 10 all
Okay, they
season.
should have had the target on their back, man. They should
Yeah,
have had it.
Clemson had one of the worst years of their season. Georgia,
Dear
it's
God.
Georgia. Notre Dame, they're not bad. They had a good year. Oregon, obviously a good year.
I feel like they're the
Alabama,
Dallas
it's up and down.
Cowboys of college.
Who's that?
Ooh,
Notre
Notre
Dame?
Dame.
Yeah, they get all the ratings,
Uh-huh.
but they're never good enough.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
between these two, I would say, for Ohio State and Notre Dame.
Yeah.
That's true because probably more like Ohio State.
Well,
Mhm.
Ohio State has been siphoning all the good luck from Cleveland. That's why
Yeah.
the Browns will never do anything.
Yeah, Oregon, I
Uh,
mean, they stayed up top. Alabama, they've had their moments. LSU, I mean, a lot of the top
Well, one
25, you
time
don't
they
see
had
them.
Joe Burrow lead them there.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Dude, I will tell you, I have circled a game on my calendar for next year that isn't
Mhm.
just the A&M game for Texas. It's
Hmm.
against Tennessee,
Hmm.
because the fact that they had to go out and say the board to say the title UT belongs to the Tennessee Volunteers.
Mhm.
You can be UTEX. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Go to hell.
Yep.
Like, what has Tennessee done since what's his name, since Peyton left? What
I was
have
gonna
you
say,
done?
since you just said what's his name, you mean Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, just what's
I
his
was gonna
name?
say I was gonna say Arch,
Oh,
but I stopped
Chief.
myself.
Right.
no,
Look,
I'm
I've
like,
never cared for a Manning. I have never cared, dude. These guys have been ruining my like predictions
well,
or
they
just
keep,
ruining my division. I think I have a right to
unfortunately,
dislike the other two.
they keep winning. That's the
Mhm.
problem.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Mannings have
Anyway,
done well.
like what have they had besides Peyton Manning?
Eli.
Tennessee, not
Oh.
much.
Sorry, I thought you
The
were talking about
Titans,
Tug Manning.
Dude,
Let's
shout out to
see.
the Music City Miracle,
Volunteers.
bro.
the Titans.
They had that one
Dennis.
year where they were half a yard away.
Well, if we're talking the state of Tennessee, I mean, the Predators won Stanley Cup a couple years ago.
Pecorine is too good right now.
They had a good year, but I don't know. But yeah, to end this kind of podcast episode a little bit, do you guys think that any of these, let's say hypothetically speaking, for next year, how many of these teams that made the playoffs this year are making the playoffs again next year?
Oregon for sure, because like their conference is kind of ass.
Oregon's in the Big Ten.
They
They keep
are.
getting in anyway. Nobody beats them.
Eh,
Like they might lose one game and that's it, because they always have a good record, but then they fall
Mhm.
off the moment it's postseason time.
Right.
So like,
Which, mhm,
You know, when I look at Indiana play,
mhm.
it's not all Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, they got running back too.
So,
But he's gone too.
they're kind of a complete team though.
Mhm.
Like I
Mhm.
do think it is part of the coaching. So I could see Indiana coming back.
Mhm.
Obviously not as good,
Mhm.
but still like hey, you got to take them serious type of team, you know?
Right.
Kind of like I'd say kind of like well, maybe not Georgia because I think Georgia actually could have easily been in the, like here right now.
Mhm. Yeah.
But one of those kind of middle, maybe Ohio State actually, like kind of like the Ohio State of, well, you got to kind of respect the team
Mhm.
and play them.
Right.
I will say, yeah, I think Texas Tech will also be back.
Mhm.
I think it's wild how they just laid a fat egg against Oregon.
Yeah.
Wild.
23-0. None of the game really, besides the Ole Miss Georgia game, none of the other games were really close. I mean, Ohio State, Miami.
Only Indiana won coming off a bye. And that's wild.
Yep. Ohio State, Miami. I mean, Ohio State didn't look very good at all in that game.
The U.
And Miami's been, hit or miss. I think that's going to be their downfall against Ole Miss because they've been so hit or miss lately. It's crazy. But
Look, if Miami can run the table, man. Ooh.
Yeah. That'd be insane. I don't know. I
We'd
think
have like 200 more Florida Man articles. Just saying.
right. Yeah, I definitely think Georgia will be back next year. I mean, obviously Georgia's been there a lot, but I think they just keep making better and better and better teams every year, and it doesn't make sense.
They don't die.
No, it's weird. But I mean,
What about Bama?
I don't see Bama coming back. I think this was their last year. I think
I'm glad they
Bama's gonna
took out
go downhill.
Oklahoma though. Oklahoma was such huge ass
Yeah.
frauds.
Yep. I don't know. I don't see it. But we'll see how it goes next year. Now, thank you guys for being on this episode. I know that college football is a little less exciting for some people because some people don't really watch college football as much. But or NFL starts this weekend, I think. Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
No,
weekend.
this weekend. Yeah.
Yep. I think what
Playoffs.
today's date was. But
Did we do Super Bowl predictions? Or are we not doing that?
I was gonna do that the next step or next one. So I'm gonna do
Okay.
kind of try and do some
When's the next
games.
one?
I'm gonna try and do it this week. Maybe Thursday
I
or
will be
Friday.
a free Thursday and Friday.
Okay, yeah, probably Thursday night. Possibly get as many people as I can on.
I want
Maybe.
10 people in here. I want everyone from our
Everyone is
fantasy
here.
League. I want
Yeah.
everyone in here.
I mean, we could do it.
Oh god. Dude, if we did that, Thrilly would harass soccer even harder than I do.
Right. Now if they do want to find you guys, where can they find you? Going live, or just if they want to follow you on Twitter, or Instagram, or Facebook, or whatever you guys have.
This is the best time. This is a plug for everything ever.
Yeah, there you go. Whoever wants to go first.
Andrew.
Sorry, I'm trying to look up the link. Wait,
That's
I
in
know the link.
Philadelphia.
I made the link. YouTube.com/ThatOneAndrew, or just look up ThatOneAndrew on YouTube. Hey, we're almost to 500 subs. 483. Love that.
Nice.
Actually made a short today. Only has 25 views, but that's okay. I give a 30-second review of Anthem. If you don't know what Anthem is, old BioWare game. Servers are shutting down this Saturday. I think this Saturday. So I finally played it for the first time. Not a good game. It's not good.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one with that dumb tech demo where like, yes, Jotun's Wrath?
I think so. Yeah, the one where they're like Iron Man suits flying around and stuff like that.
Yes, I knew
Not
it. That is it.
Not to like. I only played 2 hours. The gameplay is fun. The writing is horrendous. And the gameplay loop is that 2020, like, oh, Destiny? Get the uncommon loot. You're here just to get loot. And I'm like, oh, wow, I don't care. So nothing of substance is being lost on Saturday when the servers shut down. But the gameplay is fun. So I guess that is being lost.
Yeah, I bought it for $5.
Wow.
I, too, bought it for $5. I had it pre-ordered, played the demo, said, wow, this is bad. Canceled it. bought it for $5 later.
Yep.
But yeah, you can
Right.
go there, and then I also post other random things. If you like video game or like Let's Plays and stuff like that, I've been very slowly doing a 3-heart run of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and those are always fun and very stressful. So yeah, check that out.
True. All right, Levin.
All right, so on Twitch it's just LevinLightsaber, no space in between. You can also find me on YouTube. I do have a Blue Sky as well as a Twitter, same name. Although I haven't been posting much because I've been fighting a huge battle in real life. I don't want to get into that serious stuff. But yeah, I still got a Fire Emblem video that's most part of the way done. Recording wise is mostly done. Got to get to editing it this year.
I don't understand because I see you post those Fire Emblem videos, and I watch them too, so I'm part of the problem. But in the year of our Lord, like 2025, you post these Fire Emblem videos, and they still get like thousands of views, and I'm like, who is actively looking up Fire Emblem Awakening things? Apparently, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
There are people who do challenge runs. You didn't know this?
I knew that, but like, you got a lot of views on some of these videos.
There's if you want the better ones, there's probably some people who've done 3 houses, especially because people love 3 houses because it's what if Persona 5 was a tactical RPG?
Have I ever told you that 3 houses is one of my least favorite Fire Emblems? And I've put like 100 hours
I like it. I just think the fan base is annoying. It's because it's got Persona fans in there.
Right.
We are the worst.
But I'll give them credit. At least they played this game. They didn't want to play Persona 5.
That's true.
I like Persona.
It's great.
I prefer 4 sweeps, 4 clears. It has the best character in history.
Kanji.
Yep. Oh yeah, we were going to do.
That's correct, but it has the most powerful character in the game, Yukiko. She's still the strongest character in the game. Highest magic stat.
I didn't tell you.
Dog.
So my wife beat Persona 4 when she saw your message, because we were laying in bed when you were messaging me. She saw you say Yukiko. When I say she screamed with joy, because that is her favorite character, is Yukiko.
Oh, your
and I was like,
great.
And I was like, what about Chie? She's like, I was like, what about Rise? And she went,
what about Chie? No, Chie is a great partner for Yukiko because she just does God's hand. Her HP's gone. Oh, heal me. Heal her. She does it again. But you want Yukiko to drop the Amagi Dine.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right.
Take her on 5 dates. You can get Mind Charge. If they nerf Yukiko and Rewind or Revival, I'll be pissed. Like
this nerd over here. Like, let me tell you about the meta strats of
I'll make this about Persona 4, damn it.
Teddy.
Hey, I'll make everything about you think that's annoying? I want to do a Persona 4 guide, but I feel like it's already been done. Like what's that? Butter Buns already beat me to it. I think I do better than her, but she's great. She's a great guide.
What? I think we said this last time.
I got Fire Emblem videos, but I promise you guys, I'm not going to be a Fire Emblem only guy. Even if YouTube demands I must, I will resist.
I've said this before, but we need to do some Persona podcast or video or something. And it's the 30th anniversary too, so we should definitely
we could do more than what Atlas did for their 25th anniversary, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to do anything for their 30th.
They've actually already announced a collab with Fitness Boxing.
Ooh.
So you're right. They're doing nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, the only thing they've done so far is announce they have a collab going with Wuthering Waves, which also has Sonic in there.
Yeah.
But hey, it's pretty cool riding around in a bike to like Undefeatable from Sonic Frontiers. That's pretty hard.
And you know what? Can I plug one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna plug one more thing real quick. Not to make this like forever. Go watch my Persona video, the biggest Persona collection you'll ever see, probably. If you want to see Persona stuff. When I say 2 hours and 10 minutes of mostly unedited me just looking through every Persona thing I own. I put background music on it, but I hold that claim of I think I have the biggest personal collection.
Personal collection.
Well, actually, I only said that because, like, I assume, like, someone at Atlas has a bigger collection, like
Right.
someone somewhere at the company. But when it
Maybe
comes to
that Faz
fans,
guy does.
I
That YouTuber Faz, he probably does.
Faz. What is
You
that
never
like
seen Scrambled
FAZ?
Faz?
Scramble
Yeah,
Faz.
FAZ, like the hat. Yeah.
No,
He's a
I've never
decent
heard of Scramble Faz. Oh, I think Faz. I think we used to be mutuals on Twitter before he got like really big.
Damn, bro, left you in the dust. I
No,
wouldn't leave my
I
friends in the
blocked
dust.
him. I blocked him. We got into
Why?
dude, I'm talking like this was a long time ago. Like I was in community college when this happened. I think it's the same guy. But
Bro.
we just had a disagreement and he was an idiot. He wasn't big yet. And I remember something about Persona or something like that. And we got into like some sort of fight or something. And I said, dude, you're so freaking stupid. I just blocked him.
Bro said Rise was mid and he had enough.
Right.
Oh my God. And you know what? Knowing me back then, it probably was something as stupid
Dog,
as that.
I've been in the trenches trying to defend Yukiko's reputation, and I haven't blocked anybody over something stupid like that.
Well,
Even
back
I haven't.
back on Twitter, I used to block everyone. I used to be like,
I know,
but you know what? This guy, no, I don't think, no, he's a trend chaser. He's a headline chaser. He's not a true collector. He doesn't have the Persona 3 Fez Famitsu edition. No one does. I don't even think I have it. I'm staring at it.
Yeah.
I'll watch this and I'm just gonna like when I see like, oh, I have that too. That rare thing where like, oh, I have the tarot cards too. I literally bought 2 games. I wasn't interested for the fucking tarot cards.
Oh my God. Yeah, we need to do a Persona podcast because literally I could just talk about Persona Q and Arena because those are the 2 games you're talking about. I could talk about those for 10 hours.
Yes.
We got
10 hours.
Gotta think of a clever name.
Oh God.
No, I think we got it.
Podcast.
The Persona. Yeah. Persona, L podcast.
There you go. Yeah. Shout out Super Genius for getting me to Persona when I watched your LPs. Shout out.
Oh, yeah. He's still in Japan living the life. I respect that.
Yeah, I know. I heard that. I was like, what?
For $3,000.
Bro faded into history. He just faded like Homer going into the shrubs. He just did that.
He did.
Shrubs.
Yeah, if you
he's doing what every Persona fan could never actually be in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe one day.
He is a social link to somebody now.
Yeah.
He's a social link to somebody.
Persona.
Me when I make a friend in Japan, oh my God, it's just like Persona.
You're my Persona link.
Hey, I can't wait. I think I told you guys this, but that live concert in LA, I'm going to it in a couple weeks. I can't wait to be surrounded by Persona fans and just hate my life.
Dog, they're gonna be bad because I just know it.
I am that guy now where I'm like, I liked Persona before 5. Thank you very much.
Right.
Back when the highest selling game was like 400,000 copies or something like that. Yeah, it's like
and yet Persona 4's reputation would have you believe it was like the most like the best selling RPG since Final Fantasy 10.
I was about to say, you would think it's 10 million like Final Fantasy 7 or something like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Persona fans. They don't play the game, they watch the game.
4 put Persona in the map, in my opinion. Wasn't 3, wasn't 5, it was 4.
Golden. 4 put it on the map, and then 4 was the fuse, and 5 was the bomb that exploded.
Yeah.
And then 6 is the dream that will never happen.
6 is the 6 is the Half-Life 3 of JRPGs.
I'm about to say what comes first, that or Half-Life 3, but
I actually had a thing. I don't know if Andrew remembers this. I told people like what will come out first, Persona 5 or Kingdom Hearts 3. I put my money on Persona 5 and I was right.
Yeah.
But now it's like Kingdom Hearts 4, Persona 6. My money's on Kingdom Hearts 4.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not seeing that for like another 3 years at least.
Oh yeah, it's
at least. But I mean, they have the remake of 4 first, and Atlas apparently only works on 1 game at a time.
Yeah,
bullshit.
I'm waiting for the remake of 1 and 2.
God, I would actually like jump off buildings for 2.
Yeah.
Because 2 is so solid, but it's the gameplay is a little dated. It's like, just keep the pixel art, update the battle system, put in social links, you got the perfect game right there.
Dude,
Yep.
check it out. What if Persona 1 and 2 in the style of like Octopath, that 2.5D
That's
I'd
cool.
take
style?
that.
I would take
Honestly,
that. Honestly,
I mean, I don't know the last time you guys played 1 or 2, but it still holds up. Okay, this is turning to Persona podcast. Anyways, we're ending the show. I'm sorry about that. It's totally
Good.
totally derailed all that.
No, you're good. But yeah, we'll definitely do a personal. Nope, I gotta get it better. One of y'all have to be
We can figure
host, and
something out.
Yeah, I'll be the guest. But
yes.
thank you all for
Leave
watching this
Andrew and I
episode.
will do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
y'all could be host, and I'll be your social link. Ah.
Oh my gosh, our guest will be our social links. That is so stupid, but I love it.
Oh, that's so